I am back. I have been sick. In Colorado here, it gets warm and cold back to back really quick, and that is not good for the immune system. So I got caught already. I got one of those fall colds, and it took me out of commission for a little bit. But I am back. Me and I got a little help today. I brought my buddy Grogu here to help me review his movie today, or not his movie, his movie trailer, the first preview trailer that we've gotten for this movie. So we're gonna watch that together today. We're gonna talk about what we think we're gonna get from this, how successful we think it's gonna be, and we're also going to talk a quick word about season 3 of the Mandalorian TV show. So, with that, let's jump into what the viewership looked like for season 3. So, season 1 of the Mandalorian was incredible. It was lightning in a bottle. In my household, it was can't miss TV. We would set our schedule around watching that show, and we didn't miss it. So, it was incredible. It was a good way for Star Wars to kind of get back to producing good can't miss media for us, because there was a lot of movies that were misses for a bit. So since that season, we've gotten a lot of other movies that were misses, a lot of other TV shows that were misses, and even subsequent seasons of The Mandalorian that weren't great. So season 2 was fun, but it was not as good as season 1. Season 3 was forgettable. That's the best way I can describe it. Is forgettable. I blew through it, but I couldn't really tell you much about it. The last thing I remember about this show was season 2, when my friend here was captured on a ship, and then Luke Skywalker had to come in and mop everybody and save him. So otherwise, I really couldn't tell you where we left off. So I will have to go do some homework and watch season 3 again before we get to watch this movie. So on that note, let me give you a quick read of season 3 here of the viewership etc. So while since season 3 was the most watched streaming original of 2023 in the US, its performance indicated a dip in overall viewership compared to season 2, as shown by the decline in total minutes streamed and viewership drops from the first episodes. So strong finale. Despite the overall decline, season 3 finale reportedly had more unique viewers than season 2 finale, demonstrating continued audience engagement. I think by that time, though, people had heard that there was a movie coming, so then they didn't watch the show. They probably watched the premiere, missed the middle episodes, and they came back and they just wanted to see how things ended. So they kind of had an idea going into the movie of what they were going to get. So factors for decline. So here's what they say is the reasoning behind the decline in viewership. So factors contributing to the lower numbers include longer gap between seasons, which I can't say enough, which is a huge deal for not just this show, but every show. They're doing sometimes 2 years between seasons, 3 years even in some cases. And people forget about stuff. The stuff people are into changes. You cannot do that. When I was younger, every year, like clockwork, a new season would start almost to the day. So they're not getting the note on this for some reason. The clowns coming out of college these days, getting these jobs, it's too hard to get a season out on time. So I don't know, but they're paying the price for it. Also, the post-COVID-19 return to normalcy, which I don't. How do you even gauge that? That's what a strange thing to say. COVID. I mean, that we've already put that behind us. I don't know how you're still blaming COVID for this. Silly. And the interlude series, The Book of Boba Fett, which no one watched, it was bad. Which some viewers may not have kept up with. I don't know how I guess they're loosely tied together, but I don't know. I think it's silly to put that in here, that and COVID. I think the main thing is the long gap between seasons and just degraded storytelling. Is just not as good as it used to be. So, and same with the movies. The movies have been really bad. Star Wars needs a win here, and they need it terribly. Otherwise, my friend here is going to have to start panhandling down on Colfax. And if you've spent some time in the Denver area, you know Colfax, there's a lot of panhandlers. A lot of people wash your windows without you asking for it and then demanding money. But story for another day. We're going to move past that, and we're going to get into this trailer here. So, The Mandalorian and Grogu. Here we go. We're going to take this back, and we're going to see what we think with our friend here. All right, there is our first look at Mando and Grogu there. Mando has his helmet on, which is, I mean, since it's the first time we're seeing him in the trailer, I'm not surprised, but I know, as you know, Pedro Pascal, my favorite actor, I'm sick of him. He started complaining about having that helmet on all the time. So through season 2 and beyond, he started wanting that helmet off a little more often. That's not how Mandalorians operate, but I don't know, for some reason this guy has pull, and they accommodated that, and it's I don't think it helped the series. But anyway, he's got it on right now. Okay, some stormtroopers there. All right, there's our little buddy sneaking in somewhere. Okay, Sigourney Weaver. I saw she was in this, and I was surprised. Man, Sigourney Weaver, and then Jeremy Allen White, I also heard was in this. I don't think this movie's going to do that well. I almost feel like that's slumming it for Sigourney Weaver and Jeremy Allen White, this movie. But if they wanted to be in a Star Wars movie, here you go. I just think it's a weird choice for them, but especially since Sigourney Weaver, she doesn't need money. She's got another Avatar movie coming out, and that's she's gonna have to open another account to put all that money away. But anyway. My guy's always hungry, so we'll see if he eats any live frogs in this one, because that was adorable. That was adorable. Okay. So this movie is going to live and die on fight scenes. We're going to need a lot of them, and they're going to have to be well choreographed. So if it gets dialogue heavy, this movie is going to crash and burn, I promise. Oh, he swims now. That's cool. He's I think they said he was something like 80 years old in the show. So yeah, he's learning new stuff in his 80s. Let me go back here for a second. Those puppets look pretty cool. I mean, Star Wars, they always got good. When they use practical effects, they look good. Those look cool. So that looked like a Hutt character there. So. Those robots look pretty sharp. Yeah, there's some variance in fight scenes. So they're not recycling the same stuff here. They're actually giving us some very different looks at some of the fights. So there's promise here. I don't want to get too excited, but there is promise. So anyway. Again, monsters are looking cool. Blowing big stuff up is always a good thing, especially in Star Wars. You blow up something big, you're going to get smiles in the audience. There you go. Drop it off the cliff. Do it. There we go. All right. Okay, so well, let's see anything else here. Oh, he's got some sort of blaster now. They're still calling him a baby. He's over 80 years old. But you got to lean into the cuteness. I get it. But so a lot of fight scenes that I saw. Pedro Pascal did not take that helmet off. So those are 2 victories right there already. We didn't get any sort of idea of what the story's about. I would have liked them to give us a little something, give us a little something to kind of think about. Somebody say something that we can kind of like start digging around into the Star Wars lore about. They didn't give us anything, but they're going to give us more soon, I imagine. They're going to beat the hell out of this one with advertising, because they need to. If this one doesn't hit, Star Wars is going to have to take a nap for like a decade before they bring it back, because they're going to need time for everyone to forget all the bad stuff, all the terrible things they have done to this franchise since Disney bought it, and then probably bring it back out of the closet and start over. Or just jump way ahead in time and just kind of put all these goofball changes they made to the canon behind it, and just kind of refresh it a little bit. But we'll see. They need a win here. I mean, I think there's potential, but I've been let down by this franchise too many times that until I see a lot more, this probably wouldn't be an opening weekend view for me. But there's potential. Maybe they may get through to me. So we'll see. We're going to see my little buddy here comes through. We're going to see if we have something fun to look forward to, and we'll go from there. But I'm going to continue trying to get over this cold. I'm going to go hydrate, and I hope you all have a great day, and I will catch you next time.